know how to network, or where to network.
One message can change your life.
Just engage with people and do so with curiosity and empathy.
You won't believe it, but we've done 14 minutes already. This time goes quick.
Yeah,
absolutely. It's a New York minute. That's what.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. I haven't heard that for a while.
Today it's called Branding Secrets Unveiled. Today it's
time doing it yourself. Automate it. Free your time. Connect. Get out there. And smart impressions. Why we're doing it so you can make a smart impression when people meet you. So and smart impression. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2024. This is the first Smart Impressions of the year. Starting off the year with a bang with the dynamics of networking with no other than one of the biggest experts in town, Mr. Phil Bedford himself. Welcome to the show, Phil.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. He is the founder of something very unique, which is called Strategic Business Connect. And so we're going to dive right in 3 tips for networking that they can start implementing as soon as this show ends. What do you got for us today?
Okay, well, all of this falls into the area of education, really, which is learning how to do it. But number one, make sure you're networking in the right place for the right reasons. Okay, so know for what you want, what results you want to get, be there. Number 2, follow up. What I mean by follow up, it doesn't mean necessarily sell. It means stay in touch and stay in touch effectively. So whether it's online, by a call, sometimes all 3. And the last one is go back. Think about networking like a boomerang. Whichever one you decide to go into, you have to keep going back. If you don't keep going back, you're not networking, you're cold calling face to face.
Oh, well, I love that. Top 3 tips of the day. There's no doubt everyone can implement that tomorrow. Again, it's right place, right reason. Follow up and go back. Get out there. It is a new year. If you got one thing to do, get out there and start connecting, right? We are Smart Impressions, unlocking business relationships, one connection at a time. But you got to make the difference, and you got to get off that chair, off that computer, and have real life human connections. Phil, I can't thank you so much for coming. It's really a pleasure to have you here. I can't wait to see what you guys are doing this year and be at the next networking event. Daniel, way to go for networking. Thanks for joining, everyone. Yeah. Thanks for everyone that joined us today on Smart Impressions. We are sponsored by Dripify, doing this every Tuesday. So see you next week. Have a fabulous, fabulous week. And happy networking. Welcome to Smart Impressions. I'm Rachel Muleman, and we are unlocking business relationships one connection at a time. Get ready to discover some of the secrets about maximizing customer interactions and driving business success with Ahmed Afifi, the CEO of Data Direct, who's joining me this morning. Good morning, Ahmed.
Hey, Rachel. Good morning. How are you?
Fantastic. It's so nice to see you and have you here.
Great to see you.
I know you have some 3 tips you can share with our audience today.
Personalized experience is always going to help. So my first tip is just spend a bit of time researching and targeting and looking at what type of customer or go-to market you're going to. The second is, which I should do more of, active listening. There's more to be heard than to be said in a telemarketing call. I have a script. It could be a 5-minute, maybe a 3-minute script, but the conversation sometimes go over 10 minutes, 15 minutes to try and close someone. So you should listen, ask probing questions, and whether it's on voice or non-voice, but you should have more listening. So a conversation should be more about listening to your clients, listening to where their problems are, identifying where the key areas where you can show a strong connection or a strong bond. The third, which might sound a bit crazy, motion equals emotion, especially in a telemarketing world, right? So now we're seeing face-to-face. You can see me when I'm speaking. You can see my facial expressions. When I smile, it's easier because it's a face-to-face interaction. But over the phone, it's very hard to do that. If you're trying to show that you're smiling, you can't. So motion, and I used to do this when I was on a pitch and someone gives me an objection and I have to say, I hear you. I used to say, I hear you. I used to, while my headset is on, I hear you. And I used to put my hands up and say, okay, I hear you. It's like, I understand. And I used to stand up, and I used to use, as you can see, body language is important over the phone. So don't think that customers don't feel that over the phone. It is the only thing that they can feel over the phone, because your voice, yes, it's important. You need to have confidence. But I think the third tip, in my point of view, is motion equals emotion, especially in a job where you're sitting down, making calls throughout the day. And it'll help you stay fit as well. So
absolutely. Absolutely. Get on a Stairmaster while you're on a call.
Yeah.
Move a little bit. It's all energy. I really appreciate you being here today, sharing your vision, your expertise, and some of your tips to help people make the best impressions with their business every single day. You don't have to be a salesperson to use these tips. You can be a human, and that's what we're doing, is helping people connect with other humans, all about human connections. Again, thank you so much, Ahmed Afifi, for coming, CEO of Data Direct. They're helping people connect over the phone, multi-touch points. So whether it be text message, WhatsApp messages, any way you got to talk to your customer, they're here to do it and help you. So feel free to reach out to Smart Impressions. I'm Rachel Muleman, your host. And here we are at Smart Impressions, really unlocking business relationships one connection at a time. Founder and CEO of Thrive, who's a leadership and team coaches to create leadership teams and cultures that achieve great results. Thank you so much for being here, Damien.
Thank you, Rachel. That was a mouthful, wasn't it? There's a lot, but you did awesome. Thank you for that lovely introduction.
What are 3 essential tips that people listening can initiate, or at least be aware of, and start being, executing some kind of solution and steps in achieving, great leadership within their organization? Give me top 3 that you love to share.
I can do that in less than a minute, I think.
Okay.
Leadership starts with authenticity. Otherwise, you won't have the connection that you referred to at the beginning. You won't have a deep human connection unless you're being authentic, because we can tell. And that we get to be authentic by being clear on our own personal values and seeing how they align with the organization values, and being consistent with that, being intentional about how we're behaving. The second thing I would suggest is building trust. And again, we can do that just by slowing down and asking powerful questions that you would use in sales, asking what and how, never why, because that makes people feel defensive, but just slowing down and getting really curious about the human in front of you to build trust. And then being absolutely clear about purpose. If you want to get people to build a boat, don't teach them to use a hammer and nails and a saw. Get them to dream about what's over the horizon. So that's my top 3.
Okay. So dream over the horizon. I'm just writing this down for everyone to hear in the group. So tip 3 is dream. I like it. I like it a lot. Thank you. Well, it's great to have you here. Again, Smart Impressions, helping by bringing my connections one step at a time closer to the best business relationship you can have in your life today, tomorrow, and the rest of your life. So stay connected on LinkedIn. We're sponsored by Dripify, which is this incredible platform to connect with more people automatically, so you don't have to waste time doing it yourself. Automate it, free your time, connect, get out there, and make a difference in your life. That's another Smart Impressions this Tuesday. I'll see you next Tuesday, everyone. Thanks again. Have a great and beautiful day. Hey, this is Smart Impressions with Rachel, and I get excited because I got NYC in the house. I'm unlocking business relationships one connection at a time, and you are going to love today's show, because if you got a course and you just don't know what to do, how to get it out there, or you've been dying to get on that stage to really show your face and get some credibility, then you're going to love my guest today. It's Terry Rice. Thanks, and welcome to the show, Terry.
Hey, Rachel, thanks for having me today. I appreciate it.
3 tips that you think people should use when it's all about optimizing and getting that credibility for business professionals to engage and get the results that are going to drive sales results for their business. What do you got?
Yeah, I'll try to go quick, but I don't like just throwing out tips without context. So I'll give a tip.
Maybe as long as you want. That's all right.
Okay, I'll give you a tip.
I go over for the good stuff.
All right. I'll give you a tip and then show you the actual outcome from it. So I think a lot of us are concerned about what we're posting on social media. How do we post? How often? So on and so forth. That's great. You should be to an extent. But end of the day, if you're posting your content, you're just hoping the right person reaches out to you instead of being proactive and either DMing them or commenting on their posts. So I think commenting is a very underutilized practice for getting more engagement for your own content, but also forming strong connections. And the best comments include a question, because that way the person whose post you're commenting on has a reason to reply back to you. So what I would say to everybody is write down 40 people you want to know or be known by for whatever reason. Maybe they're event organizers, maybe they're potential business partners, could be clients, whatever it is. Write down these 40 individuals, make sure they actually are active on the LinkedIn platform or whatever platform it is, and then engage with their content with a question. What's the outcome of that? On my end, I saw this woman, her name's Isa Adney from ConvertKit, posting online, and I commented on her post. From that comment, that went to a DM that led to me having a case study written about me by ConvertKit. That led to me being featured in one of their books. That led to me speaking on stage in Boise, Idaho. And a month later, they did a documentary about me where they came to my home here in Brooklyn, recorded me and my family and our interactions, and released that recently as well. So one comment got me a book mention, a case study, speaking gig, and a documentary. So that's what I want to just like leave with, to be honest. I can give you more tips if you want, but like if you just
that's a good one.
more often, you will get amazing outcomes, because that's how you start conversations. That's the point of social media, to be social, right? So all this other stuff like AI and algorithm, sure, be concerned about it, but just engage with people and do so with curiosity and empathy. And as a result of that, you will build these powerful relationships, especially if you have a smaller audience. This is a strategy for you to go to. It's not trying to build, it's trying to engage.
I love that. You've just given me like, my tag is all about unlocking business relationships. And I feel like you've just given like a power shot, for people that have even thought twice about it. Like just take some time and just make a comment, a question, and connect. And I love, love, love the results that you were able to achieve by one message can change your life. And that's really the power of these platforms. And so you're doing it, and I love your content. So keep sharing, keep spreading the word, just keep stepping in your light. It's so nice to have you here, Terry. It's Terry Rice from the Hey Creator Agency. And if you got any questions, people will jump in, shoot some questions, and feel free to write back. You never know what may bring for tomorrow, right? It's been a pleasure having you here. So I really appreciate it, with all the gratitude in my heart. Thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was fun. I have more energy after our call than I did before. So it's always a good sign, and I appreciate it.
Yay! Spread your light. I'm here to do the same. So thank you so much for helping everyone on the East Coast. I'm over here on the West Side, and we'll be keeping everyone informed of new things, new exciting things to make the smart impressions for your own personal brand within your community, within your professionalism, and really just make those simple steps. Do it today. Don't wait, and I feel like each minute they wait, it's like 1 minute of a missed opportunity that could be as golden nugget that you had. So thank you so much for sharing.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Cool. See you guys next week. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.
Take care.
Hey, welcome to Smart Impressions. And I'm Rachel. I'm your host, and we're going to talk about some good stuff today. It's called Audible Senses and Emotional Regulation. My guest, Mr. Leopold Ajami, who is a public speaker and ethical persuasion coach. Thanks for coming to the show.
Thanks for having me, Rachel.
What would be those 3 tips?
I'm going to call them the 3 Ps. Okay. The first is what I say, give them a piece of you. So the first P for peace. And by that, I mean, share always when you're speaking, share something personal, share something that you've experienced, that you've observed. No matter your title, no matter your position, people want a piece of you. And when they get that piece, they're willing to give you back their attention or whatever it is that you're asking them to do, right? So that's the first P. The second P is give them a problem to pursue. So most of the times we're always focusing on the solution, but actually what we need nowadays is to be obsessed with a certain problem and advocate for that problem. And I can't tell you, Rachel, how many times I speak with people and with leaders, and most of the times they're like, I have this business, it's working, and I assume I know what's the problem. But they're not doing the investigation to find new problems worth solving, right? So that's the second P. And the third P is, which is the most important, I think, is you gotta give them a new point of view. So for example, you said authenticity, and that's why I told you it depends what you say. Because if you look now on LinkedIn, it's like authentic leader, but what exactly do you mean by that, right? And so we need, in order for you to become a thought leader, you need to have a unique and not better, but different point of view, right? And I can give you examples if you want, but those are the three Ps: peace, problem, and point of view.
I'm so glad I get to share your journey, your expertise, and your knowledge with our community. So thank you so much. I'm grateful to have you here today.
Thank you, Rachel.
With me in the studio today, I have no other than a wonderful, beautiful human that I love to call my friend, Nina, who's the CEO of Ninth Space. Hi, Nina. Thanks for coming today.
Hi, Rachel. Thank you so much for inviting me.
You're welcome. I'm really excited about our topic today. It's called Branding Secrets Unveiled. And you are the expert when it comes to branding. So I'm looking forward to some of the secrets that you can unfold. 3 things that people should be considering and really focusing on when building that reputation, building that brand, and engaging, with that human connections.
So if you are a leader of the company, have the vision. And the vision, I want to be number one, or I want to be the best, is not the vision that motivates people, a lot of people, because it's very self-centric, right? So vision should be much bigger than that. People are motivated when they become part of something bigger, and they become part of something that has a positive impact on this world. So think about your vision truly. Is it about, okay, when you become number one, what does it mean for the world? What does it mean for your people? What does it mean for your customer? And formulate vision from that perspective. Once you have it, communicate it to your people. Because a lot of time I see it's put it on the wall in a beautiful frame, but no one really understands what it means. Number 2 is know your customer. What a crazy phrase that we always say, know your customer. But know your customer, not like, okay, it's a female, 35 plus, with this income. Truly know your customer. What's their mindset? How they live their life? What they do in the morning? What's important for them? How they want to feel today? More information you have about them, more power you have. And target it. Don't sell everything to everyone. That's a lot of money you need to do that. You're targeted. Number 3 is know your differentiation. Honestly, be honest, be true to yourself. I have a lot of clients starting with, we are different. We have really good quality. We have variety of products and we have good affordable prices. That's what everyone says. Quality, variety, affordability. That's exactly what everyone else says. Table stakes. What is the standard? So it's not just what else is there. What truly your differentiator that will keep you here in your customers' minds and then in your heart, in the heart of your customers. Be honest, be brutal when you find your differentiator. And once you have it, don't let anyone to lose it. Focus on it.
Amazing.
Really, if I were to summarize everything I know in 3 minutes.
I think you did a fantastic job. So have a great day. I'll see you next Tuesday for a cup of coffee. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. And thanks again, Nina.
Thank you. See you.
Bye-bye.